So let's go ahead and move into 3 pulleys. So we're going to get rid of that 2 pulley, and we're going to bring in the box, the 3 pulley picture here, and bring in the box of MA of 3 pulleys. Okay, so if you notice here, we don't have any pulleys. We still have the same bottle of water, has not changed, so our load is not changing. So if we want to fill in the weight, because again, we're looking for the same thing, the weight and the scale, and this time we are using 3 pulleys. So if you notice here, this system is actually called a block and tackle, and it has 2 pulleys at the top, 1 pulley at the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and hook that up just like it looks in the picture there. 2 pulleys at the top, 1 at the bottom. All right, and we have our string that we are hooking to our spring scale here. So what we want to do is first we need to fill in the weight. So go ahead and write that in. Your weight again is the same bottle, same load, hasn't changed. Our weight is 4 pounds. Now what we need to do is figure out what effort it takes us to pull so we're looking for an effort of less than 2, right? Because the last time with 2 pulleys, it took us 2 pounds of effort. We're looking for something that's going to be less than 2 pounds of effort, okay? So let's clear this out. We always want to clear it out and start with 0. Then go ahead and hook that right on there, and we're going to lift our sometimes it takes a while to get it to settle out. There we go. Swinging a little. Let's be patient here and see what we can get. Oh, we finally got it. So we're looking for something less than 2, and we got 1.35. So we're going to go ahead and do that division. I'm sorry, 1.32. We're going to go ahead and do that division. Okay, and this is not a math class, so we will round it to 1 decimal just to make it easy for us here. But so we're going to use 1.3. So if you want to fill that in beside your scale, 1.3, and we will do 4. And I'm going to actually do it right on my calculator. So that's why I say this is not a math class. I'm not expecting you to do your math without a calculator, okay? We really want to be proving the science, so we don't want to make a mathematical error. So we can go ahead and use our calculators for this. So 4 divided by 1.3, and you are going to get, okay, and if we round that 3.07 to a whole number, we're going to get 3. So interesting that we have 3 pulleys. We have 3, on this string we don't count, right? We have 3 strings, and our mechanical advantage is 3. Okay, so go ahead and fill those into your box. And the next one that we will be doing is the 4 pulleys. So each time we are obviously gaining mechanical advantage. All right. So this has been very informative. We're definitely seeing our effort become less and less each time. First time it took the same amount of effort to pull. Second time it only took 2 pounds to pull. Third time it only took 1.3 pounds to pull. So let's see when we put 4 pulleys on what it will do. So let's get rid of our 3 pulley here. We're going to bring in a picture of a 4 pulley, okay? And then we are also going to bring in our 4 pulley box. So we will be figuring out the MA of 4 pulleys. So let's take our 3 pulleys down. We're done with that one. All right. And our 4 pulley, he always gets flipped over on the bottom there. So for our 4 pulleys, we have, just like the picture there, we have 2 pulleys on the top. Okay, see that double pulley on the top, and we have a double pulley on the bottom, and our ropes are nestling right into those grooves. So we will hook it up here, and we will hook it up to our bottle. All right, and again, we need to figure out the weight and the scale reading. Okay, one thing we can do and know just by looking at it is the number of pulleys and number of strings. We saw that there were 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top, so that makes 4 pulleys. We also can see that there are 4 strings here. Okay, so if you can see that with me, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 pulleys and 4 strings. So we know, again, the weight of our load here has not changed any at all. And we also know that that we need to fill that in. So go ahead and fill in that weight. And the only thing left to do is to see how much effort it is going to take to lift up our bottle. All right. Again, we want to make sure that our scale reads 0. Always wanting your scale to read 0. We will put it on here, and we will go ahead and we have 1.17, which we can very easily round to 1. Okay, so go ahead and fill in your 1 there. And this division problem you most likely do not need a calculator for. 4 divided by 1 is simply 4, right? So our mechanical advantage, again, has increased to match the number of strings and match the number of pulleys. So when you are working with pulleys, your mechanical advantage is most likely going to be the number of pulleys or the number of strings that you are working with. Okay, the only time you might see a little bit of error with this would be with friction. Ideally, in an ideal situation, there's no friction with the wheels or the strings, and friction is actually what we will be talking about next week. So very nice job with this. Go ahead and fill those in, and that is our filling out our 4 pulleys. Okay.